Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It is JT. I am back with another amazing video here in Bali, Indonesia. This time I'm in a different location, beautiful background, right as the sun has just gone down. It's a cloudy, overcast day, but I'm here in the beautiful Uluwatu here in Bali, Indonesia. And I got another video. You know, the videos are unbroken, which means I will not edit. I'm just going to talk to you as I see it right now. I'm doing another Q&A here on the beach, and this particular topic is mindset and inner growth. And I hope you're ready for another beautiful background video. Let me step back so y'all can kind of see what this environment looks like. I want y'all to see the ocean, and I wish you were here with me to feel what I feel right now, but I know that you guys are with me in spirit. So without further ado, I often do polls on social media, and here are some of the questions that I've compiled based off of the questions that you guys ask. So this one is mindset and inner growth. And the question is, what was the moment you realized life could be more than just surviving and paying bills? Man, this is very important. I don't even know if y'all, let me get closer to the camera. This is probably the most important thing in my life right now. That mindset shift was super important for me. I realized it a while ago, but I felt like there was nothing I could do about it. Like, even while working 2 jobs and having 2 separate businesses running, I still was in the mindset of like the day-to-day, to working to pay bills. Like, that was still normal. Also, most of it because I didn't really know how to do certain things financially, like how to save money, how to, you know, create real passive income. The work mindset was all I knew, so I just did things the same way that I'd always done, which was just work and pay bills and then go back and do it all over again. So even as income increased, the mindset didn't change much, so I was still doing the same thing. The second, how did travel change the way you see yourself, not just the world? Man, I honestly feel like I can do and create anything now. I didn't always feel like that. Like, traveling and really exploring, getting lost on purpose has been such a life-changing thing for me. So it changed how I see me, because I honestly feel like I can do more. I didn't think that I could do a bunch of things before, but now, like, I know that I can accomplish some amazing things in my life, which I didn't always have the confidence to say out loud. And traveling and meeting new people and not always speaking the language, but being confident enough to just talk to anybody has drastically changed how I see myself. What inner fears did you have to overcome before stepping into a bigger life? Feeling like I was gonna be poor and like I wasn't gonna have enough to like survive. That was like a huge thing for me, of feeling, poverty mindset. I felt like if I take a chance and go to the other side of the world, well, what could happen? What's the possibility? Like, anything could happen, right? I can be homeless in another country, and like that seems scary. So I really had to overcome that big fear, and also like the fear of feeling alone. Like, I know I'm never alone. Like, even if my loved ones aren't like right here in the same country, just knowing that I have some people that do love me, and, you know, the mindset that, oh, the tide is high right now, but the mindset that they'll be here soon is what keeps me going. How do you know when it's time to leave your comfort zone and grow? Now I know because of the feeling that I have. Before, I didn't really know. I thought it was just, you know, me just, I guess, just being me, and not realizing that what I was doing was, how I was living wasn't a good way for me to live, which was, you know, a crazy realization. But now I kind of know based off of feeling. Once you do certain things enough times, you kind of know you know immediately. Like, you have an intuition for a lot of this stuff. So yeah, man, I just know. I feel it immediately. I know when the energy's wrong. I also know when I shouldn't be around certain people, or it's time for me to change my location. You know, when you start doing certain things, you're just like, oh, time to change. What mindset shift allowed you to stop waiting for someday and start living now? I can't remember which side, but it's tattooed on my body. I got this about 3 years ago, and the tattoo says, "Your time is now." I live every day in the now. I can't do anything about the past, and I know that I'll never be in the future because I'm only ever going to see the now. So you can act like you're going to prepare for this future that you'll never see because you're always only being the present. And once I realize that, I do everything now. So that was the mindset shift of like, and I made sure I had the reminder, I'm my body, so then I can't forget. This next part is called, I just titled, when the people give me questions, I ask certain things, but I titled it just so I can remember and I can talk to you about it. But this is called purpose-driven travel. All right, purpose-driven travel. How can travel be used as a tool for healing instead of just entertainment? I do not travel for entertainment purposes. This is my life, and what I would encourage all of you to do is to travel for the healing energy of this water, the sand. This should be honestly, this should be something used for your workplace. Like, you need, people say they need mental health days. I don't really need mental health days. I know that this should be part of my life, but getting to the water is healing. Sitting in silence is healing. Walking in the sand, doing grounding work, all of that is actually healing. So I would encourage any of you that have never just gone somewhere simply just to get in the ocean, to go just do it. Just get in the ocean. Just go and see what it's like. Go feel it. When I tell you there's nothing more healing and peaceful than me walking on the beach in silence, or just taking a moped across the island. Like, I know my cortisol levels, my body feels better. My cortisol levels are down. Like, my mind is clear. I'm not like anxious or frustrated or sad. Like, travel is healing. Going to the right places. Now, you going just to go to the resort, that's on you. That's just an escape, and then you go right back to your normal life. That can be healing too, but you really got to travel for the purposes of like peace. And then you realize that maybe, like what I did, oh, this can be something I can do on a recurring basis. I don't have to just do this once a year. This can be actually my life. And then things started to change. How can people travel to reconnect with themselves, not escape themselves? One thing I would encourage you to do that helped me was start therapy, or get a specialist to do some breath work sessions with you, because that's important. Like, just do something that is intended to heal. I always say seek professionals, because sometimes your friends aren't equipped, or you're not equipped. You have no idea what to do to get your journey started. But speaking to professionals is super, super, super helpful. So try to talk to people that are experts in it and get some ideas, and just go. Because I realize also some people just don't know how to travel in a very healing way. They travel with anxiety, and they create anxiety before they go. There's anxiety when they get to the place. There's anxiety. They complain about everything that happens when they get to the place, and then they don't even enjoy the travel portion. But just realize you should be in a calm state before you even leave your house. Like, see what does peace feel like to you, and how would it feel if you have it? Say that first, and then act like you already have it. Put yourself in that mindset first, which will take your body with it, right? And then you travel with ease and with grace. But that, when people are like super anxious, whenever they get to the place, it could be a beautiful island and they still can't find peace because internally there is no peace. So, why do you think experiencing new cultures expands emotional intelligence? Man, I've never heard more times from conversations that I am emotionally intelligent. Just because I'm open with my dialogue, and I'm in touch with my inner child, or my peace. Mine comes from having open, honest dialogues with myself first, because I knew that if I couldn't do that with myself, I couldn't have it with anybody. So regardless of the travel portion, try to get in touch with yourself, like your inner self, or who you desire to be. That's important. But travel has changed it. I have more compassion. I have more of an understanding of other cultures because I've been to so many places. And I'm that person that's like, take me to where the locals are so I can have real conversations with them and see who they are, because they're such loving people. They're such positive individuals. Man, it changed my perspective just getting to know people on this journey of like travel and life, man. It has changed everything in my journey. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I'm not sure for sure, but I attempted. Okay. What does intentional travel mean to you? For me, it means like going somewhere with the purpose, like a definitive purpose. Like some people go and they want to drink and party when they go someplace. I want to go somewhere where I can find and acquire more peace. So like even as I'm here, right, I'm in a completely different country than I'm used to. I came here with the intention of finding peace, finding happiness, reconnecting with myself, my true self, like who I want to be, who I see myself as, not who my family told me I was, not who my friends think that I am. Like, who am I when nobody else is around, without anybody else's opinion? Not what my university said I was going to be, not what my workplace said I was, not what my students, said I was, but who do I want to be? And then reconnecting with me has been kind of the most important part of this journey. So so just being intentional with everything that I do. How does slowing down in new environments help people rediscover the place? Yo, I've been talking about this lately. My friends came back into town and I talked about really, like, because I am an adventurer. Like I don't do the normal stuff that everybody does here in Bali, because if y'all see on Instagram, like there is definitive stuff that you can do while you're in Bali, and everybody does the same thing. If they're in Canggu, they're partying, they're drinking, they're going to the cafes, they're going to the beach clubs, and it's a lot. It's beautiful. They're going to the rice field, like they're doing the Bali swing, they're doing all of the stuff. They partying at the beach. Like there's so many that you can see, but that's not really what this island is about. Like I want to get down what the locals are doing and what makes me feel at peace, right? So I slow down and really just enjoy doing as the locals do, finding peace and relaxing and sitting still. Even if the locals aren't doing some of the things, like they're not obviously driving around, but I'm like a big old kid, man. Inner child is leading the way. So I'm young Black Indiana Jones out here. I'm exploring. I'm going to see all of this stuff. I'm seeing what's up on that cliff. Like I want to go see what's down the road or what's on the other side of that river or in the middle of the ocean. I slow down just to create peace. I'm not on this crazy itinerary every single day. Like that's not the real way that I want to explore. So I find my way. So slowing down has brought me so much joy, happiness, and peace, especially being in this environment. This next phase, this is coming to the end, right? This is called breaking fear, comfort zones, and limitations. It's very important for how I've used to live my life. What fears keep most people stuck living small lives? I don't necessarily think people are living small lives. I think that people are living what they know. And I think comfort zones that we were placed in, not comfort zones that we create on our own. Those things are that's important, because if you're afraid to get outside your comfort zone, or your family's only ever done things this way, that's all you're gonna know. Your friends have only ever done things based off of their family, so that's all you ever know. I found digital mentors. I started to see different things, and I was like, man, that's a way of life that nobody I know has lived, but let me see what that looks like for me. So that's what I started to do. I was intentional about going to do things and feel things that weren't normal, that I never saw in my life, but I wanted to see what it was like for me. So that's kind of what I do. How can someone mentally prepare themselves for a big shift? I honestly don't think you can. You got to be open to personal growth and development in the first place, but it's hard to just prepare for a big shift because you don't know what any of that stuff really looks like. This tide is high, y'all. It's coming up. You don't know what that looks like because you've never seen it. You never experienced it. You may not know anybody that has done it. So you just, whatever you know is what you know, and that's really it, right? That's just kind of how you live. That's how everybody kind of exists, based off of what you're exposed to. You got to expose yourself to some stuff. That's what changes everything. Exposure. And if there's no new exposure, you're just exposed to the people that you're around. And that's why things don't tend to change, because look at the people you're around. If they had never done anything, or you think they have never done anything, or they live a certain way, that's going to be your lived experience as well, because you're not open to changing and doing things differently. What advice would you give someone who feels trapped but doesn't know how to leave? Man, there's so many ways to leave. If you feel trapped, you are, back to what I just talked about, you are going to have to get yourself in groups, communities. I run retreats all over the world. Everybody that I met with those retreats, I never knew before. The people that they meet on my retreats, they never knew before. A lot of these people are now friends. They call themselves sisters and brothers now, and they meet each other outside of the retreat. They communicate with each other. They become friends with people that they met because they took a chance. And a lot of these people had never come this far. Like, they never took a chance before. They saw me online and then they actually attended. Now, I kid you not, there are people that are completely different people than I met the first year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because they took a chance and they got outside of their comfort zone. So it's really all about getting out of your comfort zone. So I would say, try a travel group. You don't have to try mine. I want you to come, but try a travel group. Go to somewhere where, you have the potential of meeting new people, because new information can change your life. What would you say to someone who feels like it's too late to start living differently? All you got is now. It's not too late. You still alive. You still here. Ain't no such thing as too late. Yeah, you might not be able to go to the NBA if you just turned 70, but there's a bunch of other things that you still can do. You still can travel. You still can see the world. You still can have adventure. You still can get on a moped. Somebody can drive you on a moped. You still can go to the beach. There's so many things that you can still do. Don't limit yourself to your the experiences that you can have, because there is a bunch of things. Shift your mindset from the things that you cannot do and a limited mindset, and shift it over to the things that you can do, because you can, if you're open to changing. Remember, you just got to change. Like, you can't do things the same anymore. What does a successful life mean to you now compared to before? I used to think that success just meant like having an insane amount of money. Now, it's still tied to that. Like, you still want to have the financial capability to do some of the things that you want to do, because you still need money, right? Or this is me, right? But now it means like providing security for my family, in the sense of like a safe environment to live in, not an expensive environment, but safe in the meaning, what I mean, like a safe country to be in, a safe people that are loving, and a nurturing environment, places where you can grow and blossom, where you feel safe, like actually having an experience, versus like feeling like you're stuck in one spot and you can't go do anything. Like, there's so many things that are actually safe outside of my old environment that I did not know until I started traveling. Like, my old environment didn't matter. I could make more money and go and continue to go up in neighborhoods, right? Get a more expensive home, increase the security in my home, but I'm not safe when I go outside, right? Like, that's the reality, right? If you know, you know. But you go to some places where it's actually safe, and the community is safe, and the people are nicer, and it's not always violence, or everybody doesn't have something that can potentially take your life away at the drop of a hat, and where people think that that's normal, that's safe. Like, get yourself in environments, man. Environment changes are everything. So now I really think about safety, happiness, and a peaceful life. Not just getting more stuff. I want a peaceful life. I want to raise kids in a peaceful environment where they can run around and play on the beach, or be safe in their backyards, or be safe to go play with other kids, or be safe in the mall. Like, there are places where they are safe, like here, very, very safe place. Where I was, not very safe. You gotta constantly look over your shoulder for everything. And there are places where it is safer, and I don't know. Some people forget that. What does living fully actually look like beyond social media images? Well, if those of you that know me, I am not about the social media image. Part of this journey is just documenting what I'm doing in the moment, not editing stuff out, just being real and having real conversations. The image means absolutely nothing because I am not a social media image. I'm just a person. So I'm the same person on and off the video. So I don't think there's any, whoa, high tide. I don't think there's any, for me, there's no difference. So living fully is truly being yourself on and off the camera. If you're creating content, try to be a unique self. Give people a chance to actually know who you are, so you don't have to curate someone that you can't keep up with. I don't have to keep up with being me. I'm always me. I don't have to be different. I'm always this person. So just be yourself, and that makes everything so much easier, man. So much easier. I think I said that right. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in with me. Again, I am in Bali, Indonesia. The area I'm in is called Uluwatu. Believe it or not, even though it's getting dark, it is very blue, beautiful water behind me. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the sun is going down, and I am about to go find a random hotel, go get some amazing sleep, and have an adventure tomorrow. Hopefully I can see y'all on one of these adventures very soon. Until then, continue to follow. Make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this amazing channel. I'm trying to grow this, so I need y'all assistance, right? Follow, leave your comments. Let me know some topics that you want to discuss in a video, and again, I will talk to you guys in the comments later. So I hope you have an amazing day. Dream big, work hard, enjoy life, and always spread love. And make sure that love goes to you first, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give or receive love from an empty heart. So do what you can to keep that heart full. Wait, let me show y'all this. Let me show you the view. Let me turn this around. I feel like I'm not doing y'all any justice by seeing my ugly mug. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at this. Life in Bali, people. This is what it looks like. Miles and miles of blue, amazing water. Oh wait, I wouldn't be me if I didn't remind you guys. Whoa! Oh, this is super high tide. Listen, if you or some friends want to come to Bali, I host open trips for everybody. I'll put the link below. But if you want to book a private trip for your friends to come out and partake, this lighting is better, by the way, so I'm sorry about that. But if you want a private group and you want to partake in, I'll put the information. You can email me, and I can put together a package for you and your friends that is not with the big group. So if y'all want that, you can come on out anytime. You can message me. I'll put the information below. Dream big, work hard, enjoy life, and always spread love. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. It is very cloudy out, but it's still beautiful out here. Look at that lighting. That's crazy. Love y'all. Spread love.